All right, so I'm here with Liam McIntyre. How are you?
Good, man. Good.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
It's good to be in here.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice to be surrounded by so many video screens. It's kind of cool.
I know. I just heard that you're a big gamer, and we'll get into that.
Yeah, sure.
But we want to start off with Spartacus Season 3. Now, there's a lot of sadness even in this room that it's the last season, but it had to be a great experience to make this.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of thing that when everyone heard, like especially in New Zealand, when we sort of figured out this was going to be the last season, everyone was like, no, that can't, no, what are you doing? This is so good though. But like as it went through and the story was so epic and so grand, you kind of go, well, geez, how would you top it in a way? Like, because the thing I like about all the Spartacus is from Blood and Sand through Gods of the Arena, it's sort of like they keep trying to take it up a notch and just ratcheting up the action, ratcheting up the storylines.
Obviously, Spartacus has that unique addition of having the violence, and I mean that's kind of, I would say, just what got us interested in it. You know, like it got us interested in it, but then there was more that made us enjoy it, and that's video games, right?
I think there's two. Well, same with video games. There's two parts to stuff like that. There's the style factor and there's the story factor. You know, and graphically and visually, there's some amazing set pieces, and amazing visuals that are, there are violent visuals that are just, for want of a better word, stunning. Then there's other things that are just beautiful vistas and incredible visuals that I just haven't seen on TV before, and that's the style of it. But then there's the substance of it, which is incredible storytelling, which I'm just lucky enough to have to be a part to do in it. They write great stories in Spartacus, and I think ultimately when you get into it, that's why you watch the show. I mean, a lot of people say they watch it for sex and violence, and sure, maybe there's a large amount of people, but there's only so far that can get you.
Yeah, and I'm actually a newbie to it. I just got turned on to the show, so I'm just cracking into it. What can you tell people that haven't started it yet? Like, what can you tell them that you really get them into it?
Well, I was asked another time what legacy do you want Spartacus to have, like the show? And I'm like, the TV, it's all right to have fun. It's all right to just enjoy something, because the thing I loved about Spartacus as a fan before I got to be part of the show and since, is that at the end of the day, the overriding thing is sit there and have fun. Like, enjoy this story. It's a vivid, visceral, crazy story about a truly heroic person. So like on any level, you can either enjoy it for all the intrigue and the Romans infighting and that kind of stuff, or you can enjoy it for just sitting back and popcorn munching. It's got levels, and it is unlike anything I've ever seen on television.
I want to come back from the tone of that to talk about the fact that you're a gamer. That actually blew me away. I heard you say Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I got pretty much every. I got the new Call of Duty to play. I got Dishonored to play. I played like an hour of that. I was playing Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
I was playing Assassin's Creed. Well, I've got to play Assassin's Creed 3. God, I hated that game when it started, but now I can't stop it. It's really good.
I get you. Do you think you're any good? Do you think you're actually good? Like, if you go online, do you think you're pretty good? Here we go.
Just do this. I don't know. I was probably like 12. I beat the Australian Tekken champion. I think I nearly broke someone playing Tekken. I had a best friend.
Stole their heart?
Well, yeah. No, because he was great at Tekken. I just happened to be just enough better all the time. So I think like one night we played till 5 in the morning, probably 400 games. He'd won like 30 of them. He's now in Japan.
But if Spartacus beats you at a video game,
I wasn't Spartacus at the time. I was just some regular schmo off the street. Nobody cared. But yeah, so he got to that point where it was like, another game. I'm like, no, dude, you got to stop playing this game. No, I'll beat you this time. You won't though. I know, but I love him, and we don't play that game anymore.
If you're scaring people in video games enough to not want to play with you, you're doing it just right.
Thanks.
But so I'll get back to Spartacus. So as far as this third season, how much room, how much time are we covering this time around?
Yeah, well, I guess from the end of Vengeance, it's kind of again the next step. We sort of have Blood and Sand, which is Spartacus the slave. We have Vengeance, which is Spartacus the sort of the rebel, the guy forming his band of, it's like almost the Robin Hood sort of guy, except with more killing.
Yeah. And nudity. Yeah, sorry.
Or whatever. And so then, and that sort of culminates in that season, and this is Spartacus the warrior, this is the general. I watched the first episode, and from the get-go, you're like, holy crap, are you serious? That is massive. It's the business. Like, he's in command of, 50,000 people. It's off the scale. I can't believe it's a TV show. and it's that journey of the true war of the rebellion. It goes over about, I don't know, it probably goes about nearly a year worth of story, maybe a bit less than that worth of story. So we're about a year later. So Spartacus is a different dude. He's a no nonsense, ask questions later kind of guy, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.